When I speak, I always start with a disclaimer. And funny enough, it actually came from a student. Last year, I had a kid named Ethan walk up to me and he said, "Mr. Maley, you're just a gym teacher." Now, I've heard that line a lot over my career, and if I'm being honest, every time I hear it, it still stings a little bit. But here's the funny part. That kid gave me my favorite line of my presentation because now every time I go and speak, I start with his words. I'm just a gym teacher. I am not a mental health professional. I'm not a therapist, psychologist, social worker, or anyone else in the mental health field. And I'm not up here trying to be any of those things. My role is different. My role is as someone who has been through it, someone that has dealt with it personally and watched people in my family deal with it for years. My job is not to fix anyone. My job is to raise awareness and connect people who are struggling to the people who actually can help. I like to think of myself as Jerry Maguire, a depression agent. I can show you the money, but I'm not the one writing the check. The owners write the check. In this case, that is the mental health professionals, the people with the education, the experience, and the tools to help you through those really difficult times. But sometimes even those people need someone in the middle, someone who can connect, someone who can share a story that might register with a person who is struggling or with the person who loves someone who is struggling. That is my role. And to be honest, I do not even think I need to be that good at it when I speak. I do not need to be that good when I'm on a podcast or when I'm talking to you right now. I think what I have is a little bit of relatability. I do not look like someone who is supposed to be talking about this. First, I'm a man. And while we have come a long way, the stigma is still there, especially for men. I am a former athlete and I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7". When people see someone like me up on stage talking about depression, anxiety, and mental health, something clicks. It is like it gives them permission to struggle, permission to admit that they are not okay. They look up and think, if this guy who was at the top of his game at one point can struggle, then maybe it's okay if I'm struggling too. I have learned that over the past 6 years. I wish I had learned it earlier. I wish I had figured it out sooner, but I didn't. What I can do now is help someone else figure it out faster, help them take that first step. And as I always tell people, that first step is not easy. It might mean trying a couple different therapists. It might mean seeing a psychiatrist. It might mean medication. It might mean no medication. It might mean working on self-care, sleep, exercise, all of it. Depression is nuanced. It shows up different for everyone. How it gets treated is different for everyone. But here is what is not nuanced. You can't do it alone. So I ask people to take that first step, get connected, get help. And then when you start to feel better, when you get on the right path, I ask you to do one more thing. Pay it forward. Share your story. Reach out when you see someone struggling. Be the person in the middle for someone else. Because you might change a life. Or better yet, you might save one.